So, I read Twilight. Probably more out of morbid curiosity than anything else, but my overall opinion, it's kind of like watching a train wreck. Like, you want to look away, but you just can't. I think the writing is absolutely atrocious. It reminds me of something that I wrote when I was like 13 years old. You know, everybody goes through that phase with writing fan fiction. I found that I got to the end of the book and couldn't figure out what I had just read. How she put that little of a story into that long of a book. Like, I sat there and was just like, what? My one big, huge problem is the vampires glittering. Throughout history, there have been so many different variations on the vampire myth, but not one of them involved glittering. Not one. I think that Stephenie Meyer kind of came up with this creature and then said, well, what is this? So, vampires are hot. Teenage girls like vampires. Let's make them drink blood. Let's make them a vampire. While I'm on the whole glittering thing, let me find it. This is for sale right now on HotTopic.com. It is way too much. Let's just zoom in on that. I can't deal with that. That's just ridiculous. I want to glitter like Edward Cullen. Right. So I'm not even going to go into the whole, you know, he's a creepy stalker boyfriend thing, he's an abusive boyfriend, because all of the other Twilight rants out there have already done it, so it's covered. So while I was on my Twilight kick, I decided, hey, I'm going to watch the movie too. So I got a copy of the movie and I watched it. And, I laughed when it wasn't appropriate. Every time, like, throughout the entire biology class scene, I was laughing. Every time that Robert Pattinson would glower and stare, I was laughing. Really, like, it was just ridiculous. The best part of the movie was definitely the Radiohead at the end that came on, and I was like, wow, this is definitely the best part of the movie. I don't know, it's kind of the same thing as the book. It's like a train wreck. You want to look away, but you can't. So I guess that I really have yet to decide if I'm a Twilight fan or not, or if I like Twilight at all, or if I absolutely hate it, because, you know, I am reading it, and I'm not, like, it's got a certain kind of charm to it, I guess. Like I said, kind of reminds me of fanfiction that I wrote when I was 13 years old. So I guess I'm kind of in the middle ambivalent area. I'm gonna have to read them, as I'm not gonna go out and actually spend the money on them, but as soon as my boyfriend's 12-year-old sister finishes reading them, I'm gonna snatch them from her. However, I don't really have high hopes. I've heard that it all kind of goes downhill from here. So, we'll see. I'm sure I'll be back.